Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of May 6th, 2015. So let's get right into it. First up is Convergence number 5. This is probably the ugliest cover from Convergence so far, especially with this ginormous Triceratops tongue on this dinosaur. If you need a closer look, look at that. That's disgustingly huge. The toning down on the cover, which I actually got, is much better, so you'll see that in a little bit. But Convergence, it's okay. I mean, it's not something that's super grandiose or, totally awesome. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'm enjoying it so far. So next up, we have Convergence, the Atom, number 2 of 2. Read through it, the first one, enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this one ends. If you can tell, Deathstroke is in this one, as well as 2 Atoms, so we'll see where this one takes us. Next up is Convergence, Batman and Robin, number 2. I didn't actually get a chance to read the first one, so I'm just probably going to read both of them at the same time. But yeah, I mean, most of the ones that I picked up for myself, I've enjoyed. They've been okay reads. The ones that I didn't pick up for myself, I'm kind of glad I didn't. They're okay, but they're not something I really want. So next up is Harley Quinn, number 2 of 2. The first one was cool. It's got the Gotham City Sirens feel to it. But yeah, Harley Quinn is always cool. So we'll see how well she fares in her showdown. Next up, we have Convergence Justice League number 2 of 2. First one was okay. I mean, for the most part, the Convergence titles have been just okay. It's nothing like that's grandiose, nothing that jumps out and says, holy crap, this is great. If you've liked the titles from the time periods and universes and stuff like that these are from, then you'll probably get a kick out of them. But for the most part, they're just okay reads. So. And the nice thing is you don't need to read all the Convergence tie-in books to understand what's going on in Convergence. You can just read the main title. So, next up we have Convergence, Nightwing, and Oracle, number 2 of 2. Enjoyed the first issue, so I'm looking forward to this one to see what happens. Because, yeah, they got a showdown. Everyone's got to face off. So, curious to see how these face-offs will happen and then who will die, if anyone does die. But we'll see. Next up is The Question, Convergence, The Question, number 2 of 2. Really cool to see The Question, Huntress, and Batwoman together again. Just really enjoyed that stuff before the New 52. So yeah, it's just really good title, and Ruckus did a great job on issue 1, so I'm really looking forward to number 2. Next up, we have Convergence Speed Force, number 2 of 2. Yeah, I mean, it's the Speed Force. It's Flash, and his family, and all that stuff. So, we'll see where it goes. But, yep. Next up is a new title from Valiant called Dead Drop number 1. Looks like something's going to happen with Exo Manowar and a couple other Valiant characters, so I'm curious to see how well this one does. It's by Alice Not. I don't know. I guess that's how you say it. His writing's okay. Sometimes it's really out there and crazy and doesn't make any sense. And other times it's a really solid read. So I'm hoping this falls on the solid read category. Next up is one of Toby's books that he really enjoys. I've only read the first issue and haven't gotten to issue 2, but that's Descender number 3. Really liked the first issue, so I'm kind of bummed that I haven't gotten caught up with the title yet, but having a couple to read this at once will be nice. So, Descender number 3 is out. Next up is Hinterkind number 18. I've enjoyed Hinterkind. It's a good read. Ryan and I were actually talking about Vertigo books that we actually picked up, and I completely forgot to say that this was the one that I was currently picking up. But yeah, really enjoy Hinterkind. It's a good read. Then next up we have the last issue in The Names, number 9 of 9. I haven't read the last issue, so this will be the 2 behind. For the most part, I've enjoyed it. I'm curious to see how it ends. Yeah, once I actually get to it, I'll see. It's definitely a title that if I enjoyed it enough, I'll pick up the trade of it. But most likely, I'm gonna take the 9 issues and put them on eBay. So yeah, gotta purge, people, gotta purge. Remember, always be purging. So that was it for the stuff that I took home, except for the variant covers, which I'll get to in a second. So it's kind of a small week for books. I think there's only 12. But the variant covers that I did pick up is Convergence number 5, the Tony Daniel cover, which is much better than that giant Triceratops tongue cover. The Tony Daniel covers have been a lot better for Convergence, so I highly recommend you grab those instead of the main one, unless you like the main one. So, and then I got the Harley Quinn Chip Kid variant to finish off the other side. I've completely forgot which ones of these I picked up, so I'm going to have to hopefully go back and look. But picked up the one for Harley, because it's Harley. I like Harley. So yeah, so that's what was my read list. Let me get that out of my way so I can keep going here. Graphic novels this week that I'm picking up. One that I'm really looking forward to. The first one was okay. It was solid. I think it was not as big as everyone hoped, but it's Batman Earth 1 Volume 2 by Geoff Johns with art by Gary Frank. The first one, again, solid book, but I don't think it really, I mean, it was good. But some people didn't really like it too much. But I like the first one, so I'm going to keep going. But yeah, definitely these Earth 1 original graphic novels are really, really cool, and you should check them out. They have Batman and Superman and Teen Titans. I really enjoyed the Jeff Lemire Teen Titans one. I actually finally got around to reading it. So, but yeah, get it. It's good stuff. All right, on to my read list. These are the titles that I'm reading to stay caught up and current, so on and so forth, all that wonderful stuff, because, I'm on a podcast, I work at a comic store, I need to be knowledgeable of a ton of things. So first up, we have Afterlife with Archie, number 8. If you are curious as like, what the heck is Afterlife with Archie? Well, it's okay, because issue 7 came out back in December. So it's been almost like 6 months since this title came out. Really enjoy Afterlife with Archie. It's just a really fun read. It's just Walking Dead Archie. It's fun. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, the first trade I believe is out, so go track that down. But Afterlife with Archie 8 is out. Next up, we have The Amazing Spider-Man, number 18. I'm still chugging along with Spider-Man. I'm still reading up on what's going on with Peter Parker and stuff. It's an okay read. It's not something that I would say you have to get. If you're a Peter Parker fan or a Spider-Man fan, then yes, you should probably be picking this up. Next up is a Marvel book that I cannot recommend enough to people. It makes me really, really pumped to go to the movies later this summer. But this is Ant-Man, and number 5 is out. The first 4 issues of this have been amazing. It's great stuff. From what I hear, it's a lot like Superior Foes of Spider-Man. So I actually need to go back and get the trades on that and check that out. But if you have not checked out Ant-Man yet, I highly, highly recommend it. It's a great read. Fun stuff. Just solid book overall. And I know it's a Marvel title. I normally don't say that about Marvel titles. So, Ant-Man number 5. Next up we have Convergence Batgirl number 2 of 2. The first issue of this had Batgirl looking for a place to use the bathroom. I am not kidding. This is probably one of, if not the worst, Convergence book. It is horrible. And I'm only reading this because I read the first one and I want to see if she dies. I'm hoping she dies. I'm hoping. Sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but yeah. Next up is Convergence Superman number 2 of 2. The first one was okay. I mean, all the Superman family Convergence books have not been that great. Action Comics is probably the best one. But we'll see how this one pans out. Next up is Convergence The Titans, number 2 of 2. First issue was okay. Enjoyed it for the most part, but definitely glad it's on my read list and not my pull list. So, and then the big title. This is the ginormous title for this week. Most of you will probably go and get it and check it out and read it. I'm not looking forward to it. That might change with reading it. But I do need to actually sit down and read the Zero issue before this, which was the Zero issue that came out Saturday, May 2nd for Free Comic Book Day. And the big title this week is Secret Wars #1 of 8. I'm not excited. I don't have any excitement for it. Ryan tried to read the Avengers and New Avengers books that lead up to this, and he said they didn't make any sense. So I don't really know what's going on with this. A lot of people don't. We'll see. From what Ryan said from flipping through it, it doesn't really, well, he read an advanced copy, but it doesn't really explain anything. So this is a setup book. Very, very setup. The Zero issue is a recap issue. So if you have not read Avengers or New Avengers, you can read it, and that'll kind of get you caught up. So that's what I'm doing. He said you don't necessarily need to read it, but I'm going to read it just to be caught up. But this is the big book from the week. There are a ton of variant covers for that one. I know there's a Scotty Young variant. There's like just a ton of variants on Secret Wars. So yeah, you'll check those out. Marvel's also doing I think Women of the Month variants. The one that's probably going to be out there that people are going to want to snatch up quick is the one for Spider-Gwen, and I can't remember who the artist is, but it's actually a really good cover. So if you're a cover hunter, look out for that Women of the Marvel Universe variant cover for Spider-Gwen, which is out, but I'm not reading that garbage. Next up, we have Star Wars. Probably going to butcher it. Kanan. I don't know. The Last Padawan issue 2. I didn't really have too many expectations going into issue 1, but I really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to this next issue and diving further into this this Star Wars Rebels character. So yeah, but it definitely beats out Princess Leia on the list of Star Wars books right now. And then last up on my relist that I actually got to take home was Wolf Moon #6 of 6. Just really good title overall. I mean, I really enjoy this. It's a solid read. The art's cool on it. So I'm glad it's a nice quick mini series. But yeah, you should check out Wolf Moon if you haven't. And if you haven't, don't necessarily need to go track everything down. They'll have a trade of it out soon. The ones that I was not able to pick up this week was Inhuman Annual #1, Thief of Thieves 28, Jupiter Circle #2, Punisher 18, Rocket Raccoon #11. Those were the books that we didn't necessarily get enough copies, so I didn't feel comfortable enough taking them to read. A couple other trades came out. I know the last Captain America, Brubaker, The Return of Winter Soldier omnibus came out from Marvel. Marvel also released, I want to say, what was the other one they released? They released the Kingdom Hearts Figment hardcover. It's like $25 for that thing. The nice one from Image is Southern Bastards Volume 2 Gridiron came out. It's still at a $9.99 price point, so if you haven't checked out Southern Bastards, you should. Volume 1 and 2 are out. I think I picked up Volume 1. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up Volume 2. Image has been doing their soft covers first and then their hardcovers, and Southern Bastards is definitely something that I want to have in hardcover, so I'm kind of holding off on that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I did watch Avengers again in 2D, not in 3D, and it was a far better experience. I got a lot more out of the film. Just a really, really solid movie overall, even though it's kind of repetitive with the formatting of the first Avengers movie. I think it's a really, really good movie, and if you haven't checked it out, you should. We do spoil the crap out of it on our last episode. I think it's just episode 207 of the Comic Conspiracy. We talk a little bit more about it because we finally saw it in 2D on episode 208. So if you've watched it and you want to check out our kind of more of our views in depth, go check out the Comics Conspiracy podcast at www.geekbox.net, or you can find us on iTunes and check us out there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to mention. I know, the Gotham finale ended. We talked about that also on episode 208, which will be up tonight for the Comic Conspiracy. I enjoyed it. The show overall, I think, is fairly solid. Hopefully, it gets a little bit more in depth and kind of interesting with season 2. They've had an entire season to iron out some of the bugs, and I think they've done an okay job. So yeah, looking forward to next season. Flash is coming to an end soon. Arrow's coming to an end soon. So hopefully I'll be able to watch some Daredevil. I'm only on episode 3. But the first 2 episodes were great. So I'm really looking forward to finishing that up. Yeah, that's pretty much it for what's going on. So thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Let people know that you watch some weird red-bearded guy talk about what he gets on his poll, or whatever he gets every comic books every week. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. You can check out this video and other stuff that I post on my blog, even though I haven't had time to post very much. But the list for my actual poll list is on my blog at conspiratorbrock.com. You can check out the list, which has links to the digital versions of most of the books that I pick up through Comixology, and that's through the Comics Conspiracy digital storefront. So if you buy through there, you help out the store a little bit, which we do greatly appreciate. You can help out the Comic Conspiracy podcast at www.patreon.com/comicconspiracy. Yep, to our backers, thank you. We do appreciate that. It helps out a lot. And yeah, the only other thing is coming in June is going to be a lot of new DC titles, so I'll most likely be checking out a lot of number 1s, but not necessarily getting them on my pull list. I'm going to be trimming down some titles for my pull list come June, just because I need to trim some of the fat off. So yeah, there's the June variants are actually Joker cover variants, so I might be picking up a couple of those. July, I believe, is the Teen Titans Go variant month. So we do take pre-orders for sets of those through Comics Conspiracy. So you can contact Ryan if you go to comicsconspiracy.biz. There should be a post on there about what our stuff is. We only actually sold one set of the Joker variants, and I think that's due to the fact that they are not having the Batgirl variant cover that Dustin Nguyen did, which was amazing, but because there was so much backlash from the internet that they decided not to run that issue and gave it more credit by not making it just another cover. So yeah, I know I'm going to be picking up a full set of those, the Teen Titans Go variant covers, so look for those on the pull list. Again, hopefully I'll be able to get some more videos up. Summertime's coming up, so I'm not going to be at my day job, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more content for you here on the YouTube channel. Again, thank you for watching and supporting all that great stuff, and I'll see you next week.